will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Number 10, waiting to return.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Kill. Here we go, 47. Go ahead.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe
under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
To throw is Prescott. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Come on. You better bring. Under. Shift. 26.
He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A very solid gain of 27. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. So our Madden cover guy, Antonio Brown, with a catch. He turned 30 back in July. He's been nagged a little bit by a quad injury, but they think he'll be perfectly fine by game 1.
Yeah, they're not worried about him at all. He understands his body very well. They'll bring him along slowly because the production has been off the charts throughout his career. I just love the way he shows up at camp every year. 2 years ago, comes in a Rolls Royce. How about this year? Helicopter. Cannot wait to see 2019. Private jet? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. Can he navigate a boat through the 3 rivers? I don't know. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, let's go get it.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Right there. Snickers, you got to spin. Hey.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Set. Black 20.
Watch 84. He's going.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Strong right. Strong.
8.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep open, and he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're coming.
On second down, Elliott gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Here we go, get set, let's go, get out, get out.
Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outside.
Switch, and hey. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Let's go.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Hurry up, let's go. Squirrel.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Squirrel.
Mike's 50.
Now Ben on third and long. Able to shake him off. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. Nifty move. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him. His second sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
26.
On third down, Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one. You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
Number 21 gets the ball. No game.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A gain of 6 there on first. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. A screen to Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Single receiver. Watch 84.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, get inside, let's go, get out, get out. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go, wide 80. Here we go, going to 54, wide 80.
Army.
26.
Again, it's Elliott. Gets past one man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Man left. Hey, we got 3 down.
Here we go, wide 80. Here we go, 46.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Even. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Watch 54.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Roethlisberger will throw. He gives it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Double bump. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
4 down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up gain of 5.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too.
Right.
NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. And the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division. 3 teams in the playoffs last year. Atlanta, New Orleans, which won the division, and Carolina.
Going west, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
In the North, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
This is Elliott, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey.
Here we go. 180.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Set. Blue 30.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Here we go.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey.
Set. You good? You coming 30?
Watch 84, watch 84.
Big.
I got you, baby, I got you.
Snickers, you gotta spin.
Right there.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Caught here by Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
54.
8.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Mike's 5-4.
Snickers.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Strong right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Hey. 8.
54 Mike.
Ben to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Kill.
Switch gears.
They go play action here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Switch! Eight!
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Double bump. Hey! Watch the slant! Motion!
Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Let's go! Corner! Tight end left!
We got 4.
AB! All right, let's go.
Mike's 5-4. 3 buzz.
Corner! Kings.
Banjo.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to fire, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Double tight. Odd. 3 down.
Hey, here we go. 180.
51's the mic.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
51's Mike.
Here you go.
Come on.
The give is to Elliott. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Hey. We got 3.
Here we go. 180.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
Here we go. 47. 186.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Run to
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Get out.
Tight end right.
Gun.
3 down, 3 down.
Prescott.
Hot.
And no, it's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Jack 16.
Let's go.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Squirrel.
Got 4 down.
Hey.
Motion.
Corner.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
Roethlisberger to throw. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
We can talk all about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Bell. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight end's right. 4 down. Alert.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Blitz! 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 Blitz!
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The deep return man.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They go to Elliott again. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see.